Hi, Dr. Joe McGinley. I'm here at the M Building in Casper, Wyoming. I can't believe it, but we're kicking off Season 2, Episode 1 of the McGinley Difference Podcast. It's 2026 already. We are here. We're going to be chatting. We have a lot of great guests coming in this year. If you tuned in last year, we had some incredible individuals we spoke with. We spoke with retired Lieutenant Commander Rourke Denver. An amazing individual, amazing story. We also had Lockie Hughes, IndyCar racer in the Indy Next Series with Andretti. One of our patients, a wonderful up-and-coming racer. He's back with Andretti this year as well. So if you missed those episodes, tune in. This year, we're going to be talking, we already have a busy schedule coming up. We're going to be talking about a few things. Our first series is going to be a mini-series. It's going to be with Club MX and Hunter Yoder, so team racer number 60, the 250 Supercross Series. Unfortunately, he had an injury recently. He came out, sought care. We got him taken care of, got him back out. First race of the season, had his best career finish. So he's going to be in studio. We're going to be chatting with him. We're calling it Club at the Clinic. So it's going to be a mini series, a 3-part series. We're going to talk about his injury. We're going to go over what he had done here in the clinic. And then we're going to follow him. I'll be live out at Anaheim 2 for round 3 of Supercross. And I'll have a sit down with him to see where he's at and how everything's doing. We have a number of other guests that'll be lined up and we come in and chatting. So the goal of the podcast this year, we're going to give you some inside access to pretty much everything medicine that happens here at the McGinley Clinic. We do quite a few things. We're best known for our arm pump treatment for motocross racers. That's also used for soccer players. We see elite soccer players from all around the world. We even have hanging in our office one of the World Cup team jerseys from this year. So we see all type of athletes that come in, and we'll be chatting with them whenever we can. We're also going to talk about regenerative medicine, and that's a broad topic that has a lot of misinformation out there in the media. So we're going to tell you how we do it. I've been doing it my entire career. I've been doing it here in Casper for at least 15 years. I learned about it when I was back in residency back at Stanford. It's advanced exponentially over the last decade or so. We've just implemented some of the latest treatments using exosomes and growth factors and some of the wearable, non-invasive treatments to help healing after the fact. We're going to talk about those products and how they can help you. At the McGinley Clinic, our goal is always to keep you out of the operating room. However, sometimes you need surgery. If you need surgery, we partner with some of the most elite surgeons around the country. If you want to keep it local, we have great surgeon partners right here in Wyoming. We can get you taken care of. If you need surgery, we'll get you in with the right person. We have Tower Orthopedics here in the building. We're going to be building that out with additional orthopedic surgeons. So hopefully we'll have full service right here on site. For those that have never been to the M Building, come visit it. It's a historic building. It's really cool. It's been fully remodeled. Its whole life, it's been a bank building. Now it's an orthopedic specialist care building. So quite a bit of transformation. I'm coming from you right from one of the vaults. This used to be a safe room. There's a gigantic safe door that we walk through. This was the room where they stored all the cash and money, pretty much for the state of Wyoming. So we tried to preserve as much as possible, but then repurpose it for what we're doing. So come down, visit the M Building. So some of the services we have here, obviously our clinic, the McGinley Clinic, we specialize in minimally invasive treatments for orthopedic surgery, regenerative medicine, elite athletes, weekend warriors, retirees who just want to get out and walk. We have all type of solutions for you that are minimally invasive and keep you out of the operating room. A good rule of thumb with my procedures is if you see me for a procedure, almost surely you won't have stitches and you won't be put under general anesthesia. So that I can pretty much assure you if you come to see me. We also offer minimally invasive treatments for carpal tunnel syndrome. We are a center of excellence for that particular procedure. We're one of the top 5 in the country for carpal tunnel treatments. Trigger finger release, also one of our main components of minimally invasive offerings. There's also a few procedures I innovated myself. I was the first to do a minimally invasive treatment for cubital tunnel syndrome. That's at the elbow, right where you hit your funny bone. We can get you in and out. Again, no stitches, no sedation for that procedure. We have treatments for Dupuytren's contracture, bone spur shaving, a whole host of procedures that we can do. That's in the McGinley Clinic. Right next to us, we have McGinley Orthopedics. That's our startup company that developed a few innovative products that if you end up in the operating room, we want to make sure you're taken care of there as well. We have approximately 140 patents on the technologies available with that particular company. Our flagship product is the IntelliSense handheld robotic drill. Senses bone as it's drilling and stops before it breaches the bone. so you don't damage tissue. If you do have to have screws or hardware placed, it won't damage tissue, and then you get the exact screw size the first time, so no more long screws. We developed a wrist plate. If you have a wrist fracture, we have a unique plate that's 5 times stronger than the standard plates out there. Great for sports, but really for any patient. If you're an older patient, have poor bone density, that type of plate can make a difference as far as how that heals. We have several other products that are pending FDA approval. We'll talk about those in upcoming episodes and give you a little bit of a peek of what it takes to make these products and get them out there. Come down to the main floor of our building. We have a walk-in ortho urgent care, Ortho Now. You don't need a referral. If you have an orthopedic problem, just come in and we'll see you, get you taken care of. We have a full imaging center. A lot of people don't know that, but we have CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound. Our MRI machine is one of the latest technologies from Siemens, has built-in AI technology, has the widest bore type of scanner. So if you're claustrophobic, this is the scanner for you. It's actually more space than the quote-unquote open MRI. So the scanner we have provides more space around you than what traditional individuals would call open MRI. We have that right here for you in Casper. We also have a really cool technology. We're the only place with this in Wyoming. We are the second nationwide. That's a standing CT scanner. So if you have biomechanics issues, if you're an athlete, or if you just want to get out there and exercise, we can scan you while you're standing. We then do some measurements and then try to prevent injury. So if we can see a biomechanic problem ahead of time, we can get you fixed before that becomes an issue. So if you need any imaging studies, you can always come see us. You don't have to go to any specific location. So if your doctor orders a chest x-ray, we can take care of that for you. If you need an MRI, we can do that as well. Compare prices. Our prices, we're fairly confident, are the lowest here in Casper and likely in the state of Wyoming. So compare prices, and if it makes sense, come see us. We'll get you taken care of. Come down to the basement of the building. That's where we're at. So we have our podcast room. We've kept a lot of the historic artifacts down in the basement as well, but more importantly, of Wind City Physical Therapy. They're here renting space in the building. They provide full physical therapy services. We have Jen Galloway with functional medicine here. And then we also recently opened Tower Orthopedics for orthopedic surgery. So all that's down here in the basement. We'll talk about those in more depth as we go through the various podcasts. So our goal with this really is to be informative and give you insight to what goes into medicine and practicing medicine. Also to help educate you on how to decide if a procedure is right for you. Do you really need a surgery? Do you need those pain medicines? Or can something else be offered that's actually better and more healthy for you and get you back out there sooner at a much lower cost? We'll talk to you about how to ask the right questions. So you don't have to come to us, but if you go to another physician, what questions do you need to ask to get the answers you need? How can you supplement that with online material? Google searches, ChatGPT, some of the other resources out there. Not all of it's 100% accurate. How do you sort through that and make an informed decision? We know healthcare is costly. It's getting worse every year. The insurances are not great. The prices go up. The copays and deductibles are worse. And then the services are reduced. So a lot of the burden then falls on you as far as it making the right decision, both financially and as far as what's going to help you get back to your goals. So we'll help you navigate that process and what's going to be best for your particular lifestyle and your particular goals. We'll try to be as informative as possible and bring individuals on that'll offer some independent third-party insight. So it's going to be an exciting year. Maybe we'll be out at the track at some races, IndyCar racing, motocross racing here in Casper at Boomtown. There's a couple of good enduro races. So as much as possible, we'll give you insight. The other question that comes up is what's next for me? Everest is not on the schedule for this year, so I'll just clear the air on that. I get that question all the time. So no Everest in 2026. I am going to be going back to Everest, though. It's the last of the 7 summits. I'm planning for 2027 to head back. So once we get that formalized, we'll start, the climb to Everest, and it always starts with that first step of training. It's a grind. It's a grueling process, but it's amazing to be there and amazing to see. This year, the next adventure I have on my schedule, believe it or not, I'm going to be jumping back in the water. I'm going to be swimming from Alcatraz again. I signed up for the Escape from Alcatraz triathlon the first weekend in June. I've already been in the pool multiple times, so getting the rust off on swimming. I'm not shaped like a swimmer, so swimming takes a lot of work for me to get to that point to be able to swim from Alcatraz. So already signed up. I'll be doing the Alcatraz triathlon and then a couple other what I consider mini adventures. Hopefully climb the Grand, maybe Mount Rainier and a couple others here in the U.S. to get that mental prep in place as I get back in the season for Everest next year. Training for Everest formally will kick off in the fall of 2026, but I'll be slightly ramping up with some more fun activities throughout the year. And we'll keep you updated as that goes along. I may be back on the bike on the track. I got back on the gate drop for motocross racing this past year. It was the first time in 20 years I raced. I didn't get hurt. I finished. I didn't finish last. So all my goals were met. We'll see if I do it again this year. My son Charlie races, and it's fun to be out there with him. I'm sure he'll try to talk me into it. We'll see how bad of a decision I make if I get back out there or not. If I do, I'll keep you updated. One of the bigger announcements we've had as a company this year is we've partnered with Club MX. That's the largest motocross training facility in the country. I'm now their chief medical officer. We are running their health and wellness program, and you'll get a little bit of a glimpse on how that works when we have Hunter Yoder in here on our next episode, and we'll talk about the benefits both to the club as well as to the riders. This type of service, though, is available to anyone. You don't have to be a pro athlete. Literally any individual can call us and we'll take care of you exactly the same way. So if you have problems, you have issues, reach out. But with the Club MX partnership, this is taking us to that next level, that next elite level. Our office in Gillette, we're expanding that out. By summer of this year, we'll have full services up at our Gillette facility. We'll be previewing some of that at the remodel. We're going to be in downtown on Main Street. We already have the buildings. The plans are coming together. The equipment's been purchased. So by summer of this year, that should be expanded out. Right now, we're renting some small office space to provide basic services up there, but by summer, it'll be full services. And then where we go next, you'll have to tune in. We do have some other exciting announcements on the way for that. You'll have to tune in for what's next as far as growth and expansion. A few other things. Our privateer support program team, they kicked off a great weekend at Anaheim 1 of racing. We had several individuals that made it to the main show, and then Crockett Myers qualified for the main event for the 250 races. A couple of our 450 guys just missed it, but they had a great time. No one got injured. Everyone was doing really well. It was great to see the team. It was great to see everyone back out there racing. So that has kicked off. We'll have some IndyCar updates coming up here shortly, and the list just goes on and on. It'll be a fun year this year. I look forward to chatting with you and giving you some insight of our day-to-day work. I'll introduce you to some of our team members and then hopefully provide some interesting feedback and content. As always, follow us online. We're going to be posting these episodes on our YouTube channel and our website, but follow us for real-time updates on social media on Facebook and Instagram, as well as on X. We'll be posting updates real-time from sporting events as well as when patients are here in the office. Thank you very much. I look forward to it. This is episode 1 of the McGinley Difference 2026 Season 2. Exciting content coming up. Tune in for our 3-part mini-series next week of Club at the Clinic, where we have Hunter Yoder right here in the clinic and in the office, and he's going to just give you some great insight on his injury and great results at the first race of the year. So thank you, and look forward to a great, exciting year of informative talks.